With the Tigra B, Opel is the first German high-volume motor manufacturer to produce a sporty two-seater with an electro-hydraulic fold-away steel roof. The additional name twintop underlines the car's dual character as a convertible and full-value coupe. The dynamic, exciting design of the compact two-seater promises pure and simple driving fun. The new clever metal fold-away roof ensures that the vehicle is highly suitable for everyday and winter use and offers a number of advantages with regard to noise, safety, durability, torsional rigidity, protection from theft and maintenance costs. The conversion from coupe to convertible, and vice versa, takes place conveniently at the press of a button and requires only about 18 seconds. The special feature here is the kinematic folding system of the twin-top. The rear part of the fold-away roof with C-pillar and rear window slides down into the luggage compartment to save space. Subsequently, the front part then folds itself horizontally above it. Open and closed, this innovative roof design provides a generous, very useful luggage compartment with a volume of up to 440 litres. Even with the roof open, there's still 250 litres of storage space available in the luggage compartment. In addition, the Tigra has 70 litres of stowage space behind the seats. In other words, the total stowage space available is well over 500 litres, the best figure in its class. Like the roof, the luggage compartment lid also opens and closes electro-hydraulically at the press of a button. The kinematics work in two directions: for loading and unloading luggage, and for opening or closing the roof. Despite its variable roof structure, the Tigra has an extraordinarily high torsional rigidity. Special steel tube reinforcements in the side sills and reinforcement of the rear frame in the form of two torsion struts screwed onto the underbody improve the vehicle's rigidity and prevent the body from twisting. The Tigra twin-top sporty but economical driving is ensured by the Z14XEP or the Z18XE. Both Ecotec engines fulfill the Euro 4 exhaust emission standard. The new Opel Tigra twin-top is being manufactured in Série Z in France by the famous car body construction group Henri Oyer. A total of 1,540 components are assembled at 185 workstations with the aid of 60 robots. The fabrication guidelines and the level of automation correspond to the strict Opel quality standard. final assembly of the car body takes place on an ultra-modern production line staffed by specially trained employees. Before delivery, each Tigra is subjected to a comprehensive final function check and quality inspection. To open the luggage compartment lid from outside, briefly press the button in the rear panelling. To open the luggage compartment lid from inside, pull on the handbrake, switch on the ignition, and briefly pull up the rocker button in the door switch. For safety reasons, it's only possible to close it from outside. To do this, press the button until an audible signal and a single flash indicate that the lid is closed. When opening the fold-away roof, to ensure that the folded roof components and any luggage in the luggage compartment do not become entangled, there's an adjustable partition wall. Before opening the roof, care must be taken that the luggage compartment partition is locked in the rear position and that the roof compartment is empty. The luggage compartment lid must be fully closed. It's only possible to open the roof with the handbrake on and the ignition switched on. Unlock the two locking levers. Pull up the rocker button in the door switch until the roof is fully open and the luggage compartment lid is fully closed. An audible signal will sound both at the beginning and end of the process. The interaction of micro-switches, hydraulic cylinders and electric motors permits convenient and safe operation of the luggage compartment lid and the fold-away roof. Sensors ensure that a function cannot be set in motion before others have been completed successfully. Therefore, it's essential to check each process must be fully completed before the next operating stage. In our example, the driver, when closing the luggage compartment lid, doesn't wait for the audible and indicator signals. As the luggage compartment lid is not completely closed, the roof can't be opened. On the other hand, with the roof lock open, the luggage compartment lid can no longer be operated. First of all, the roof must be locked. And then the luggage compartment lid completely closed. Before it's possible to continue opening the roof. To control the luggage compartment lid, fold-away roof and window lifters, the Tigra possesses a whole system of sensors, microswitches and electrics. In the luggage compartment, under the stowage compartment, is the control unit. For control purposes, the electric system uses sensors in the handbrake lever, in the ignition lock, in the door switch, in the catches for the fold-away roof, on the hydraulic cylinders of the luggage compartment lid, on the hydraulic cylinders of the fold-away roof, on the parcel shelf motor, and on the luggage compartment partition. In addition to the electrics, a refined mechanical system contributes to the variability of the Tigra twin top. Therefore, depending on the purpose, the luggage compartment lid is mounted so that it's able to move on both sides of the vehicle or at the rear in the centre. The functional components of the luggage compartment lid include the two lock modules at the sides, the two hinges, the rear centre lock module, and the locking handle on the luggage compartment lid. The functional components of the fold-away roof include the hinge, with the guide for the fold-away roof at the rear, the locks with handle, lock holder and guide for the fold-away roof at the front, and the actuating mechanism. In opening and closing the fold-away roof, the parcel shelf plays an important role. The servo motor unit for the parcel shelf is screwed onto the parcel shelf actuating mechanism in the centre. It consists of the servo motor, clutch with torque limiter, and the switch unit. For safety reasons, it's essential to comply with the following instructions when handling the fold-away roof. If the movement of the fold-away roof is interrupted, or if a fault occurs during opening or closing the fold-away roof, the roof will remain in the position it's in. After 2 minutes, an audible signal is heard as a warning. After a further minute, the audible signal stops and the system is relieved of pressure. The fold-away roof automatically drops back into the luggage compartment or forwards. Therefore, during assembly work, both the fold-away roof and the luggage compartment lid should generally be supported. When getting in and out of the vehicle, note the risk of injury from the open catch. The vehicle must be unlocked to enable the luggage compartment lid to open automatically. The luggage compartment lid can be opened both with the rocker button on the door switch and with the button in the rear panelling. A precondition is that the fold-away roof is in its respective final position. Latching in the convertible position takes place automatically, confirmed by the audible signal. Latching in the coupe position is guaranteed by closing the locking lever. The micro switches in the locks must be closed. If the luggage compartment lid is to be opened with the rocker button in the door switch, the ignition must be switched on and the handbrake must be on. To open the luggage compartment lid, the rocker button in the door switch is lifted briefly. Automatically, the lock module unlocks and 2 hydraulic cylinders fully open the luggage compartment lid. By briefly pressing the button in the rear panelling, the luggage compartment lid is opened from the rear. Briefly pressing the button again stops the process in any desired position. Pressing it again opens the luggage compartment lid further. During the opening procedure, it's possible to use both the buttons in the rear panelling and the door switch. For safety reasons, closing the luggage compartment lid can only be done with the button in the rear panelling. The button must remain pressed until the lid is closed. The end of the closing process is confirmed by a brief audible signal and the indicators flashing. If the button is released during the closing process, the luggage compartment lid remains in that position. Pressing the button again and holding it restarts the closing process. If, after the closing process has been interrupted, the button is only pressed briefly, the luggage compartment lid will open again. Before the foldaway roof can open and close automatically, a few preconditions must be fulfilled. To ensure the foldaway roof can fold into the luggage compartment partition must be engaged in the rear position and locked with the levers, so that the micro switches can open the circuit for the switching electronics which operate the roof. In addition, the luggage compartment lid must be locked, which is confirmed by the audible signal and flashing indicators. This requires that the micro switches in the rear lock and side lock must be closed. To open the foldaway roof, switch on the ignition, put on the handbrake, and open the locking levers. Pull up the rocker button for the foldaway roof in the door switch and hold it during the entire process. A brief audible signal confirms that opening has started. As a first step, the locks at the side of the luggage compartment lid are unlocked. At the same time, the parcel shelf and luggage compartment lid rise, and the sash windows are automatically lowered. 2 hydraulic cylinders raise the luggage compartment lid to enable the roof to fold down. When the luggage compartment lid is in its limit position, the foldaway roof begins to open. The roof opens at the front. Both roof components fold. It sinks down between the luggage compartment lid and the parcel shelf and is automatically locked against the luggage compartment partition. The parcel shelf returns to the horizontal position and the ends of the parcel shelf extend. The hydraulic cylinders close the luggage compartment lid, which locks into the side locks. An audible signal confirms the end of the process, and the sash windows return to the upper limit position. Only now can the rocker button be released. To close the fold-away roof in the coupe position, follow the same procedure: ignition on and handbrake on. Keep the rocker button in the door switch pressed during the entire procedure. A brief audible signal confirms the procedure is starting. After the side locks have unlocked, the parcel shelf and luggage compartment lid open simultaneously. If the sash windows are closed, they're automatically lowered. 2 hydraulic cylinders open the luggage compartment lid. In its limit position, the fold-away roof is unlatched and it begins to close. The parcel shelf closes, and after the roof has reached its limit position on the front roof frame, the hydraulic cylinders close the luggage compartment lid. The side locks lock automatically. The audible signal confirms that the rocker button should be released, so that the levers on both sides can be locked. After the levers have been locked, the sash windows return to their limit position. If the locking levers are not locked and the handbrake is off, after 5 seconds, an audible signal sounds for a period of 5 seconds. The automatic operation of the luggage compartment lid only works if the vehicle is unlocked, if it's handled correctly, and if the roof was previously completely closed and in the correct coupe position, or was locked in the convertible position, confirmed by the audible signal. If there is a fault, or if the battery fails, it's possible to open the luggage compartment lid manually. To do this, open the covering cap for the emergency unlocking cable. The emergency unlocking tool is located under the driver's seat. Insert the round end of the emergency tool through the eye of the emergency unlocking cable and support it on the covering cap. The eye of the emergency unlocking cable must lie in the notch of the emergency tool. Pulling on the emergency tool unlocks the luggage compartment lid. Pressing down on it gently makes unlocking easier. Once the lock has unlocked, open the luggage compartment lid carefully. Only then should the tension on the unlocking cable be relieved. Keep the luggage compartment lid open for a moment so that the hydraulic oil can flow round. If there is a fault in the automatic drive or a battery failure, the open roof must be closed manually as follows. Put the handbrake on. Switch off the ignition and remove the ignition key. Open the luggage compartment as described in the section Emergency Operation of the Luggage Compartment Lid. Unlock the parcel shelf with the emergency tool. With the locking bolt drawn back, swivel the parcel shelf first backwards, then upwards. The noises produced during this can't be avoided during manual operation. Engage the luggage compartment lid fully in the rear lock. Using the emergency tool, unlock the side locks on both sides. At the same time, draw the luggage compartment lid out of the lock and open it evenly and completely. Unlock the fixing for the roof on the luggage compartment partition. Close the roof slowly and carefully. If wind noises can be heard, or if there are defective reference gaps on the luggage compartment lid, all of its operational components and the reference gaps must be adjusted. The first work stage in adjusting the luggage compartment lid is to remove the interior stowage compartment. To do this, move the fold-away roof to the convertible position. To detach the rollover hoops, remove the covers on both sides and the bolts. Detach the cross-member inner panelling, the inner panelling at the bottom of the stowage compartment, the inner panelling at the top of the stowage compartment, and the two inner panelling sections at the side of the stowage compartment. Remove the bolts and take out the interior stowage compartment. Remove all covers and inner panelling from the luggage compartment and the luggage compartment lid. Insert the luggage compartment partition again, complete with Bowden cable, so that the fold-away roof can be operated. Check the reference gaps at the beginning to establish defective areas. Open the luggage compartment lid and secure it to prevent it from falling. Slacken all the operational components of the lid slightly so that they can be pushed by applying gentle pressure. To do this, on the rear luggage compartment lock, slacken the 4 bolts. And 2 nuts. Releasing them completely makes the adjustment process more difficult. The lock can now be moved in all directions. Loosen the 3 bolts on both sides of the lock striker on the luggage compartment lid. On the hinge of the luggage compartment lid, after having loosened the 4 bolts, the bracket for stabilizing the position to the rear quarter panel, and the entire hinge can be moved. Release the grub screw of the rubber stabilizer. and screw in the rubber stabilizer 3 turns. On both sides, release the 4 bolts on the luggage compartment lock at the side. Note, slackening the bolts too much makes adjustment considerably more difficult. Adjustment begins with the side locks. A second mechanic is needed to adjust and fix them. As all the operating points have been slackened, make sure that nothing is damaged when closing the luggage compartment lid. The rear quarter panel serves as a fixed reference point for aligning the luggage compartment lid. Therefore, when carrying out any work on the body, it's essential that the rear quarter panel is replaced by one with exactly the same dimensions. Using a plastic wedge, align the luggage compartment lid on both sides to a gap size of 6 mm plus minus 1.5 mm. Once the reference gap is correct, on the inside, tighten 2 bolts of the side luggage compartment lock crosswise. Align the reference gaps at the rear of the luggage compartment lid. This means that the rear lock and lock striker are aligned with each other. Open the luggage compartment lid and support it. Tighten the bolts of the rear luggage compartment lock and tighten the nuts, applying torque. Tighten the bolts of the luggage compartment lid striker, applying torque. When closing the luggage compartment lid, make sure that nothing is damaged. Check all the reference gaps once again and correct. From inside, tighten 1 bolt on the hinge of the luggage compartment lid on both sides. With the luggage compartment lid open, tighten the bolts for the hinge of the luggage compartment lid on both sides, applying torque. When closing the luggage compartment lid, make sure that nothing is damaged. To check 1 complete cycle, open the fold-away roof and close it. If the reference gap on the locks at the side has changed, it must be readjusted. To do this, loosen the previously fixed bolts from inside adjust the reference gap from outside and from inside, tighten the 4 bolts, applying torque. Turn the rubber stabilizers for the luggage compartment lid as far as the stop against the hinge on both sides. Then turn back again, roughly 2 turns, and tighten the grub screw. To check, carry out a full opening and closing cycle of the fold-away roof. If opening and closing functions perfectly, and the reference gaps are within the tolerance, the attaching parts can be refitted. A precondition for adjusting the fold-away roof is that the reference gaps on the luggage compartment lid are correct. To adjust the reference gaps of the entire fold-away roof, start at the front of the fold-away roof. To do this, detach the handles for the fold-away roof catch on both sides, and detach the roof frame inner paneling at the sides. Slacken the 4 bolts on the catch and on the hinge at the side. Move the locking hook to the first engaging position. The rubber stabilizers must be in contact with the catch mounting. First of all, the alignment is preset with the aid of a credit or debit card. Then, the height. The height is fixed on the hinge at the side using the side nuts. Using a ruler, the reference gap at the front is set to approximately 9 millimeters. And the catch is fixed in position. To check, fasten the catch. The reference gap must now be 6 millimeters plus minus 2 millimeters. If not, readjust. To adjust the rear reference gap, raise the rear fold-away roof. Slacken the 2 screw fastening points for the rear of the fold-away roof on both sides. Adjust the rear of the foldaway roof to the correct reference gap by lifting it and tighten the bolts on the inside, applying torque. Open the foldaway roof partially and support it. Lock the catches to prevent injury. Attach the inner panelling for the rear foldaway roof hinge and the rear roof frame inner panelling. Ensure that the positioning pins are in the correct position. Open the catches and close the roof. To check, perform a complete opening and closing cycle with the foldaway roof. And then check the reference gap once more. To adjust the contact switch for the parcel shelf motor, remove the interior stowage compartment. With the foldaway roof closed through the aperture for the stowage compartment, slacken the actuating disc of the contact switch. Push a 5mm diameter drill bit through the bore in the actuation disc and the switch unit and fix the fastening bolt again. Remove the drill bit. As a function test, open and close the foldaway roof. If the contact switch for the parcel shelf motor is not correctly adjusted, the foldaway roof will stop, or the luggage compartment lid will not lock correctly, or the servo motors of the locks at the side will turn past the dead center. Refit the attaching parts to the vehicle after a successful function check. If water is entering, or there are wind noises, or the sash window does not close correctly, it must be adjusted. A precondition for adjustment is that the reference gaps for the luggage compartment lid and the foldaway roof are correct. Then, with the sash window down, detach the rear view mirror panel, the inner handle with bearing support, the operating switch for the door, the panel for the handle, and the inner panelling of the front door. Pull away and remove the complete water vapor barrier and take out the wideband speaker. As a guide measurement for adjustment, attach adhesive tape to the sash window as described in the service literature. And mark. In this way, it's easy to see how the sash window needs to be adjusted. Slacken the 4 fastenings for the sash window. Raise the sash window with the aid of a suction lifter until the markings on the adhesive tape and the outer edge of the weather strips match. Hold the position and tighten from inside the bolts for the sash window. As a function check, open and close the sash window completely and close the door. If the adjustment is correct, attach the wideband speaker and attach the water vapor barrier without any wrinkles. Fix the front door inner paneling, the panel for the handle, the operating switch for the door, the inner handle with bearing support, and the rear view mirror panel. As a function check, perform a complete cycle open and close fold-away roof. The hydraulic system of the Tigra twin-top consists of two circuits. The circuit for operating the fold-away roof and the circuit for operating the luggage compartment lid. The core and switching center is the hydraulics unit. To open the fold-away roof, first of all the catches on the roof frame must be opened. The sash windows lower themselves. The parcel shelf opens up and the luggage compartment lid simultaneously begins to open. Once the luggage compartment lid is in its limit position, the fold-away roof opens completely. When the fold-away roof has reached its limit position, the parcel shelf closes and the luggage compartment lid simultaneously begins to close. After the luggage compartment lid has closed, the sash windows return to their upper position and the procedure is complete. To close the fold-away roof in the coupe position, the sash windows lower themselves and the luggage compartment lid simultaneously begins to open. The parcel shelf opens up whilst the luggage compartment lid simultaneously opens up further. Once the luggage compartment lid is in its limit position, the fold-away roof closes completely. After the fold-away roof has reached its limit position, the parcel shelf closes and the luggage compartment lid simultaneously begins to close. Once the luggage compartment lid has closed, the roof frame catches must be closed. Automatically, the sash windows return to the upper position and the procedure is complete. To remove the hydraulics unit, support the open luggage compartment lid to prevent it from falling. From the luggage compartment partition, take out the Bowden cable for the lock on the luggage compartment lid. Remove the luggage compartment partition. Remove the floor covering from the front of the luggage compartment and release the hydraulic lines from the luggage compartment floor. Disconnect the wiring harness plug for the hydraulics unit and remove the fastening tape for the insulation of the hydraulics unit. Remove the hydraulics unit with insulation and take the hydraulics unit out of the insulation. To remove the hydraulic lines, remove the 5 bolts on the locking plate for the hydraulic lines. Now that the locking plate is loose, the hydraulic lines are released and can be removed. Detach the protective cap for the electrical connections. And attach the wiring harness to the new hydraulics unit. Ensure correct allocation. Caution: fitting cables the wrong way round will trigger hydraulic cylinders incorrectly. Correctly refit the protective cap for the electrical connections. Fill the hydraulics unit. To ensure correct allocation when attaching the hydraulic lines, numbers are applied to both the hydraulic lines and the locking plate. Push the locking plate forwards to secure the hydraulic lines and screw in the bolts. Insert the hydraulics unit in the insulation. And connect the wiring harness plug. For the function check, insert the luggage compartment partition and engage it. and operate the foldaway roof for 3 complete opening and closing cycles. During this, watch for any malfunctions. At the same time, the hydraulic system is bled. The new hydraulic fluid is able to lock in air bubbles under pressure. In running through the 3 cycles, the air with the hydraulic fluid is transported from all areas into the compensation tank. There, the hydraulic fluid is relieved of pressure and releases the trapped air again. To check the level of the hydraulic fluid, unlock the luggage compartment partition and remove it. Take out the hydraulics unit, check it for leaks, and check the level of the hydraulic fluid. Ensure that the hydraulics unit is in a horizontal position when doing this. Top up the hydraulic fluid if necessary. Reinsert the hydraulics unit with the insulation. And fit the fastening tape for the insulation of the hydraulics unit. Fasten the hydraulic lines to the luggage compartment floor and reinstall the floor covering in the front of the luggage compartment. Replace the luggage compartment partition. And engage in the guides. Attach the Bowden cable for the luggage compartment lid. And close the luggage compartment lid. To remove the hydraulic line from a cylinder, push the retaining clamp outwards and disengage the hydraulic line. Re-engage the hydraulic line and push the retaining clamp on until it engages. To replace a sensor, push the retaining clamp towards the back and pull away the sensor. Push the sensor into position and secure. This presentation of the Tigra twin-top steel roof, a first for Opel, briefly introduced highlights for service, the operation and adjustment of the luggage compartment lid and fold-away roof, emergency operation, and the hydraulics. The Tigra twin-top, a sporty 2-seater with finesse, which always looks good, both as a coupe and a convertible.